isn't it?
Still turning the corner.
Doesn't feel as long as it normally does.
see you. How are you?
Good, I'm good.
Good to see you. I've been
I brought my dog this time. Good yourself.
Aye, you've done a good effort. So
It's a good march today.
Aye, aye.
Disappointing with numbers, but very good. Hey, ready?
See you, lad.
This is Max. He's my friendly dog. Mad Max. People, big cheers.
Davidson, here we go. Dash, man. Thank you.
There you go. Get on your bike, steady on your feet. More bikers in there, yeah? Still make them, though.
They still make them.
They sold them to a company in India, and they still make them. This is...
Crash. Hey, John. Crash. How are you doing, bud? Wait. Hi.
Derek, where are you? And Gordon, where are you two? Hello everybody and thanks for coming. Official numbers are 5,000, so well done every single one of you. Want to say a big thank you to the Yes Bikers. They brought the thunder to Glasgow yet again. We've got a great lineup in store for you today, some great speakers and some great acts. But first I want to point out Fiona Cameron, where is she? Fiona, oh there's Derek. Welcome Derek. Better late than never. Fiona Cameron, she's got a petition. I don't know if any of you remember wee Star who was knocked down at the what's it called? The Adros and Indy camp. So what they're doing is they're campaigning to get wee lay-bys put in there for easy parking for folk, and hopefully we don't have a tragedy like we did before. I'd also like to give Indy Live a wee shout out. They've actually got a crowdfunder on the go. If you've got a spare pound, whatever. These guys are at every single event, not just ours, but they travel all over Scotland. So, on behalf of myself and the team, we'd like to introduce our first speaker, who's Rona Mackay, and she is the MSP for the SNP. Up you come, Rona.
Cheers.
Hi everybody, fantastic to see you all here. Thanks for coming. It's a pleasure to be here today at this rally in the great Yes City of Glasgow. So All Under One banner has once again brought together a wide range of voices across our Yes movement. And though we might disagree on some things, let us never forget the thing that unites us: a better future for the people of Scotland, free from the stranglehold of Westminster. Well, we know how that's going right now. At the general election, Keir Starmer promised the public change. Since then, we've seen Scotland's waspy women betrayed by the politicians who promised to help them, got their photographs taken beside them, and now they've disappeared and abandoned them. We've seen household bills soar, despite promises from Labour that they would fall. We're now paying £300 more for our energy when they said we'd pay £300 less. We've seen billions ploughed into industry in England, while Scotland's only oil refinery in Grangemouth was left to close by Westminster inaction. That is a travesty and proves that Scotland is an afterthought when it comes to Westminster. That's simply not good enough, friends. We don't accept that, and we shouldn't accept that for our proud nation. So the election results in England on Thursday simply highlighted the abject failure of Westminster to deliver change for people across the UK. The reality has hit home. Keir Starmer has opened the door to Nigel Farage by breaking his election promises. He's imposing austerity cuts that would make a Tory government blush. Does anyone recognise the Labour Party anymore? He's robbed Scotland's pensioners of the vital winter fuel payment, which the SNP Scottish Government will now restore, and he refuses to ditch the two-child cap, which again we will do. How long can we go on mitigating these disastrous Westminster policies? So make no mistake, Nigel Farage is a severe threat. This week's results south of the border demonstrate that he represents a very real political threat which must be addressed. And my party, the SNP, is clear that this threat will not be addressed by cozying up to Farage. The Labour Party and the Conservative Party, of course, have done just that. And mark my words, Westminster's shift to the right is only just beginning. So Scotland must unite, and we must say no. We will not be pushed down that path. We'll take on Farage and his cronies by confronting them. That's what the SNP will do, along with the wider Yes movement, and that's what we have to do. And we have to, as a movement, unite together. So Scotland's now at a crossroads. Our nation faces a choice of two futures. Down one path is Nigel Farage in Downing Street. What a prospect. A shift even further to the right. More austerity, more of Scotland being ignored and dictated to by a government at Westminster we did not vote for. But there is another path, and that's the reason that we're gathered here today. Friends, our vision for Scotland is an outward-looking nation. a place where decisions about Scotland are made by the people who live in Scotland. We are a proud nation. We value freedom. We want our people to prosper, not suffer under right-wing ideology. Friends, Scotland has always needed independence, we all know that, but right now, that need has never been greater. So thank you. Let's stick together and make that reality happen. So if you'll excuse me, we've got a by-election to win in Hamilton, so I'm going to have to leave shortly. But thanks so much for listening, and thanks for coming. Thank you.
Well, that was Rona there, that was really good. Thank you very much for that, Rona. Now we have got Paddy McCarthy, and he is speaking about direct democracy with COLA. Paddy, up you come.
Hello, Glasgow Green. First of all, I'd like to thank Oliver and Banner for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I'm not here to bore you to death. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Again, I'd like to thank Owen the Banner for him letting me come here today and speak to you about something which really isn't new, it's quite old, but it's quite new to us, new sovereign Scots. It's called direct democracy. Direct democracy works from the bottom up, not from the top down. There's a soul over the way there with respect to Scottish sovereignty and Scotland Decides, and also Mike Fenwick next to them. It's all about building a coalition, each and every one of us getting behind a democracy, not just putting a cross in a box once every 4 or 5 years, but having a say in government throughout the full process. I'm sure you all believe you're sovereign. I believe you're sovereign. But I think we have to get the politicians to believe we are really sovereign. And you can only do that by actually giving us the tools to prove that. That tool is currently in front of Holyrood's Petition Commission. It's an international agreement which has been gathering dust down in London since 1976. It is called the Covenant of Civil and Political Rights. It's an international agreement which has, in part, been agreed by the then British state that can be enacted, but has never been done so. So this petition, put through by a gentleman called Mr. Henry Black Ferguson, is to petition in the Parliament for us to have that democratic right. Now, all you have to do is sign the petition to try and get that to go further through the parliamentary process. On the 2nd of April, it went through its first reading through the committee. One Tory MSP, Jackson Carlaw, wished to have it squashed there and then. We cannot allow this to happen. Luckily for us, sovereign Scots, Fergus Ewing of the SNP asked for more information and clarification on the petition. It saddens me to say that the current government in Holyrood have not been very helpful. I don't think it's personal against us. I think they just don't understand what we want. We want to have better democracy. We want the democracy that we deserve. If we look over to Europe, to our Swiss friends, they have the best form of direct democracy. It's decentralisation. There are 3 levels of government, but each and every one of you as sovereign people will have your say. We can petition through a referendum to have things changed. They, the Scottish Government of whatever colour it will be, can ask us for permission to change things which will have an impact on Scottish society and our sovereignty. So I'll ask you all to go to the stall. There's a barcode. You scan, you can sign today. Already there is over 6,000 signatures on that petition. I'm asking you today, fellow sovereign Scots, to go over, sign it, demand your sovereign rights as Scots. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you for that, Paddy. You're a legend. Right, next up, a lassie from Dunfermline. She's quite well known in the Indy movement. She's not played with us for a while, but hopefully she'll become a regular in the AUOB stage again. Here's a big shout out for Amanda Brown.
Hello. No, I didn't bring a lead because I always lose them. Sorry. It's a musician 101 don't do. Anyway, how good was that turn out, eh? I tell you, putting every single thing aside to stand shoulder to shoulder, I love it. Thank you so much to the Yes movement. So proud. Thank you. Okay. I'm not going to lie, like I expected my kneecaps to be shaken by now because I have a terrible stage fright, so do. Sorry. Can you all hear that? I'm good with that if you're good with it. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim, your doctrines man blame. You will hear, your doctrines man blame. You will hear, ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim, the doctrines man blame. You will hear, your doctrines man blame. You will hear what is right and what is wrong. By the law, what is right and what is wrong. By the law, what is right and what is wrong. The short sword and the long, the weaker man is strong. For the draw, weaker man is strong. For the draw, Jacobites by name, lend an ear, ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, ye Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim, the doctrines man blame. You will hear, your doctrines man blame. assassin's knife to haunt a parent's life with a bloody war to haunt a parent's life with a bloody war. Jacobites by name, then the near, land the near, Jacobites by name, then the near. Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. The doctor and man blame. You will hear, your doctor and man blame. You will hear to set your schemes alone in the state, to set your schemes alone in the state, to set your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, to make a man undone, to his fate, to make a man undone, to his fate. The Jacobites by name, land near, Jacobites by name, land near. The Jacobites by name, your faults I will proclaim. The doctor and man blame. You will hear, your doctor and man blame. You will hear. Thank you. I'm going to give you one that was actually written for William Wallace's funeral. I sing this for giants in Scotland. So it's called I'm Coming Home. I did not close my eyes for the last time under Caledonian skies with my good friends gathered round me to say their last goodbyes. And I will not be forgotten in the heart of every spot. I still live on. Now it's time to fly. The soul tired high. The spirit's coming home. Home. Back where I belong, I'm coming home. My spirit's coming home. It's tore apart my body. Judgment Day. But what they didn't realize is now I'll never go away. Coming back to the land I love, to the people I hold dear, to Scotland, St. Andrew, and freedom. I'm coming home. Back where I belong, I'm coming home. I'm returning after all this time. to Caledonian skies, to the country we all died for, so our nation would survive. Once again to stand beside the people I hold dear, to Scotland, St. Andrew, freedom, I'm coming home. Back where I belong, I'm coming home. My spirit's coming home. For Scotland, St. Andrew, and freedom. For Scotland, St. Andrew, and freedom. Thank you. I knew there was something no right there. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful song. I'm going to give you one that makes me greet every time, so hopefully I get all the way through this without crying. I couldn't even get through the second verse the other day. It was terrible. Must be hormonal or something. Is this on? That's better. I don't know if you can see changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that it might slip away. So I've been telling the stories and singing the songs that made me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. Knew you'd ask us on stage. I look forward to talking about it one day. Here's a story of a hopeful guess, cause you're part of the reason that I voted yes. When I was your age, we had some discontent winters. Like in the fairy tale, there was a witch of Westminster. Power and contrast of a comic book villain. She passed away now, but we didn't say good riddance. Cause by the time she passed, she was a feeble old lady. Forgot what she was doing when she was going places. Always treat people how you'd like to be treated, cause the hurt and the anger she left was deep-seated. The school, they stopped my free milk. Could be said in a wider context, they stopped my free will. Can't always separate feelings from cold facts. On the school bus, I read graffiti saying no poll tax. Now in 1979, people voted to control their own reality. Didn't happen on a technicality. 97, they said it wouldn't work, but they suppose letting us try couldn't hurt. Now in 2014, they asked the question, do you want to be independent? I remember thinking if we didn't answer yes, you could be 18 before they'd ask us again. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling about the colour of your skin, or where you were born, or who you call kin. It's about pure and simple geography. And caring for everyone responsibly. It's about people facing poverty with immunity, and building and supporting our communities. Too many people want off this path we're following. It's time to change how we do politics. Responsibility and independence, leading by examples with the messages we're sending, character traits you want for your own kids one day. So why wouldn't you want them for your country? See, the older you get, the less you see things in black and white, and I'm just trying to do what I think is right. By simply voting yes, the problem isn't solved, but you can't change a world taking no risk at all. Spin doctors spinning stories to control the plot, like Rumpelstiltskin spinning gold from the straw, weaving webs like Charlotte's spider webs, and the trolls under the bridge became Cybermen. In a world of recession, food banks and destitution, world turmoil and very little resolution, violence and terrorism, press wizards cast their best illusion. I was part of a peaceful revolution. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and I'm going home. And if I might become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. So said our heads are told by our hearts, but you make your decisions by both and large. As for those who said our hearts were controlled by our heads, told the story of a goose that laid the golden egg, meaning sticking as we were was the safest bet. To me that was succumbing to playground threats. To me that wasn't making sense, cause there's a possibility for real change instead. They say your home's where your heart is, from our woolly shed to Doctor Who's TARDIS. It's also true that your heart's where your home is, and it won't be that long till you're grown with your own kids. Of course we had reservations, who didn't? Despite the white paper, Scotland's future isn't written. It's wrong that the politicians should be the shepherd of the wolf, cause that way is they want you for your flesh or for your wool. The biggest triumph of the 21st century state, to convince us having a dream was a cliche. 1% of the world has 90% of the wealth, and the system says to step on focus helping yourself. I hope you're hearing these thoughts in amazement, and inequities consigned to the history pages. Don't see another lost generation, rioted, frustrated and cross with their parents. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and I'm going home. And if I might become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been the best friend I've ever had. Caledonia's been the best friend we've all ever had. Thank you. Thank you very much. Get well soon, David, as well.
Thanks for that, Amanda. Right, a couple of wee announcements. David, Sarah's trying to get a hold of you. Could you make your way to the Yes Glasgow East stall, please? Okay. Right, we've still got some vests out there that need to get brought in, and we've got a missing radio, so anybody that's got one, could you bring them to the back of the stage area, please? Also, we've got a guy called David Macy Little, who can't be here today because he's in hospital, but we know he's watching in live stream, so a big shout out to you, and to Mr. James Scott, who is 70-year-old today, the founder of the Scottish Resistance. Okay, and can Colette Walker please make her way towards the stage area? Right, next speaker up, doesn't need an introduction. It's Kenny McCaskill, leader of the Alba Party.
Thank you. I want to start by thanking all under one banner, Hope Over Fear, the Yes groups, the length and breadth of this country that have kept the dream alive. It's not been easy. Over recent years, we've seen numbers go down, we've seen turnouts diminish, we've all been getting older. Some of us aren't even here today to be able to take part, but the tide is turning. The sun has come out today. More are out today than previously. It'll take us a wee while to get back to the numbers that we had a few years back, but we will get back there. This movement is back because the need is great and the time is now. Tragically, there's one person who would have been here today but is no longer with us. He's that man who took us so close in 2014, who built up our movement. His name will never be forgotten. Say his name, Alex Salmond. But he bequeathed us a legacy. He's bequeathed us a strategy. And I'll come on to that in a minute. Yesterday I was at Grangemouth. 100 years of refinery capacity at Grangemouth, and it's been closed. It opened when they hadn't even discovered the North Sea resource that should have transformed our country. As Jim Sullers used to say, some countries discover oil and make the desert bloom. We've discovered oil, and we've seen areas of our land made an industrial desert. That is simply scandalous. The North Sea still has oil and gas, and our people deserve not just the access to the renewables and the resource, they deserve the jobs that should be there, and where now we're seeing redundancies. That's why we need to act. There is going to be no second referendum. The British government, Tory and Labour, have made that clear, and Farage echoes it. The Supreme Court have ruled out the opportunity for us to use it. That doesn't mean we do nothing. What it does mean is we use the strategy that Alec bequeathed us, and we take our destiny into our own hands. No more. No more pretty please can we have a second referendum. No more I'll get down on my knees if I get a mandate and I'll ask for a referendum. We are not going to use the referendum. The Supreme Court made it quite clear, as my good friend Angus Brendan McNeill has pointed out, that whilst the Scottish people cannot decide to have their own referendum, they can use a democratic event. The first upcoming democratic event is the 2026 Holyrood elections. That has to be a plebiscite election. That has to be why Scotland uses it to make its declaration of independence and get the mandate ourselves. That's why I've written to John Swinney and the other leaders of independence parties. No more waiting, taking our time down the dead end of a referendum. Put it in your manifesto that you'll view this as a referendum of independence, and if we get a majority, it's a mandate for negotiations, not for continued pleadings. That's what we've got to do. The need is great. Hunger is increasing in our country. Unemployment is rising. It's utterly absurd. We are a rich, wealthy nation. We have resources onshore and off our shores that should see us one of the wealthiest countries in the world. And yet we have people in my former constituency that can see turbines turning off their shores and turbines at the back of them on their hills, and they can't turn on their heating. We are getting no jobs from these renewables. We're seeing the work go elsewhere. That's why we've got to move fast. We've got to move quick before, like the young laddies made redundant at Grangemouth, they have to go and seek a job not south of the border, but probably in Saudi Arabia or elsewhere. We've got to get moving again. The time has come. It's a plebiscite election, and I'm asking for list vote Alba, list vote for independence, and list vote for independence and for Alex Salmond.
But now we have got the one and only Mr. Pete Scully!
Good afternoon. Are we wide awake? Come on, let me hear some noise. That's better. I've not seen yous for ages. You. Oh, yeah. It's been a while. But thanks for coming out today. This is what it's all about. We need to come out. We need to show support. Get ourselves back in the streets. Get some attention. Teresa don't like it, this flag I wear. Boys think I'm crazy, cause I comb my hair. I wanna free my country, but I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna rock, gonna roll, gonna do it almost every day. Oh yeah, I'm a Scottish rebel from head to toe, but I gotta keep it rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us for good company. Bring your country back, be a Scottish rebel like me. Been waiting on freedom, I've been waiting too long. But their time is over, that's why I'm singing this song. All under one banner, and hope over fear, man. Forward as one, we're marching all over this land. Oh yeah, I'm a Scottish rebel from head to toe, but I gotta keep it rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us, we're good company. Bring your country back, be a Scottish rebel like me. Yeah! We're sending a message, we're sending it clear. We're rising up, boy, our time is here. We'll have a celebration, cause we're gonna do it our own way. And then we'll rock till we drop on Independence Day. Oh yeah, I'm a Scottish rebel from head to toe, and I gotta keep it rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us, we're good company. Bring your country back, be a Scottish rebel like me. I'm a Scottish rebel from head to toe, but I gotta keep it rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us, we're good company. Bring your country back, be a Scottish rebel like me. Bring your country back, and be a Scottish rebel like me. Be a real cool cat, be a rugged Scottish rebel like me. Oh yeah. Oh, that felt nice. Exhausting, but nice. Can somebody pass me my water up for down in that wee tent there, Wendy? Do you want some more? You going to dance? Any dancers in? Like the dance floors everywhere, right? I can see you all. Oh, got a Russian spy or something. station to see. I'm singing, follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm not worried that that ring you wear, 'cause as long as no one knows, then nobody can care. You're feeling guilty, I'm well aware, but you don't look ashamed, baby, I'm not scared. I'm singing, follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Won't give you money, I can give you the sky. It's better off if you don't ask why. I'm not the reason that you go astray, but it's alright if you don't ask me to stay. Stay. Don't know how you met me, you don't know why. You can't turn around and say goodbye. I'm singing, follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. I'm tired. Follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. Thank you very much. It's great to be back. Do you know that? I've missed all you weirdos.
Who are you?
I love you, strange little man in the green t-shirt. Oh, ain't he cute? Everybody's down there. I had something to say there, but I better know. You've heard this song already, but this is my version with a lot of help from Mr. Graham Dallas, who's hovering about here somewhere. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me these past few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should be called a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved, kept on moving through the points that I needed proving. Lost the friends I needed losing, found others on the way. And I have tried and kept on trying. Stolen dreams, yeah, there's no denying. I've traveled far with conscience flying somewhere in the wind. Let me tell you that I love you and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it will make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. This is where I usually jump among you and have a dance. I'm fenced in today. You just say dance with each other. So sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames they don't get any higher, they're withered now, they're gone. So steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when the hands are shaking and the kisses flow. I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Let me tell you that I love you and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Thank you very much. Dallas was applauding his own guitar work in that one there. Just keep going. You'll be rocking with the rebels at the group and come and give it a go. You'll be dancing day and night and singing songs about our fight. And we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free. When you party with the rebels, well, you really get a swinging show. Because it's not the kind of music that you're hearing on your radio. Oh, freedom you cry as you raise your salsa high. And we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free. Go! getting dancing there. Well, the freedom train is coming and I want you all to get on board. And there ain't nothing gonna stop it cause it's coming like a juggernaut. It's not far down the track when we take our country back. And we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free. So come on everybody, gonna have to make a lot of noise. Cause the freedom bell is ringing and it's almost time to rejoice. So grab your dancing shoes, it's time to ditch those Union blues. And we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free. Yeah! The more you dance, the more the sun comes in. That's better. So come on everybody, gotta tell you about the place to go. Oh, we were dancing with the rebels at the Drover, come and give it a go. Dancing day and night and singing songs about our fight. And we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free. Yeah, we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free. Yeah, we're gonna keep on rocking until our country's free, free. Thank you very much. Am I still going, aye? Another 10, 15 minutes. Am I still going? All right, no bother. Right, we'll give time for one more.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. One more song. 6 more songs. Oh no, offended with the hook again. Fast one or slow one? We'll get Patriots or Umbrella. Just got you dancing, so. You had my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. I may be in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby, cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars. And that's when you need me there. With you I always share. Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, and I'll always be your friend. I take a note that I'll stick it out to the end. Now it's raining more than ever. Know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Come on, you want to fast. Hey, hey, hey. These fancy things will never come in between. You're part of my entity. Yeah, for infinity. When the world has took its part and the world has run its course, oh baby, my hand is hard. Together we'll mend your heart. Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, always be your friend. I take a note that I'll stick it out to the end. Now it's raining more than ever. Know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. You can run into my arms. It's okay, don't be alarmed. Come here to me. Gonna let friend. I think I know that I'll stick it out to the end. Now it's raining more than ever. Know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. When the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever, and I'll always be your friend. Take it all, gotta take it out to the end. Now it's raining more than ever. Know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Oh, 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 you can stand. Oh, you can stand. Oh, you can stand under my umbrella. You can stand, umbrella. Thank you very much, Glasgow. It's been an absolute honour and pleasure as always. I've missed you guys. Hopefully see you again soon. Love ya.
Thank you, Pete. Rocking all the way to Indy. Okay.
See yous in Stirling.
No, you won't. I'm not letting them on the stage. Okay, next up is Colette Walker from ISP. Give her a big hand, please. Okay.
Yep. Very good. Good afternoon, Glasgow. Before I start, can we show our appreciation for everybody from All Under One Banner who's put this together today? It takes a lot of teamwork. Could we also say a big thank you to Indy Live, who comes to all the marches and films it so everybody else can see what's actually happening here in Scotland? This all takes teamwork, and it brings me to a woman who I really respect, and she was a woman beyond her years at her time, called Helen Keller. She was a disability activist, but a political activist, and one of her quotes was, "Alone we could do so little, but together we could do so much." And I think the theme right now today is about us all coming together and actually getting us our liberation. Are you ready to get our liberation? When I started ISP in 2020, it was to get our liberation, and at that time we were still calling it independence, but liberation is far more important. Sadly, in 2021, our votes didn't go the way we wanted them to. Next year, 2026, a year near enough to today, it's crucial that we all work together, not just the political parties and the political groups, but you, the people of Scotland. We need your support as well. We need you to register to vote and get out there and use your right to vote and vote in the right people into our parliament. Sadly, we need some politicians to actually get the work done, but it's the right politicians that we need. Right now in Scotland, we are being asset stripped on steroids with our 2 free ports and our special economic zones. And if you don't know anything about them, please go up to the free port stall. You'll get a vast amount of information. We can't allow our land and our seas to be asset stripped anymore. We need people in our parliament that's actually going to stand up for Scotland and the people of Scotland. So we do need your help. Are you going to vote and vote the right way? ISP have signed up to work with Indy for Indy, and it's called Liberate Scotland. We are willing to work with other parties and other candidates to maximise the amount of people that are actually going to be in our Scottish Parliament next year.
We need everybody to work together, and I do agree with Kenny that we do need this liberate our movement and to unite our movement and to galvanise our movement. I know there's a lot of apathy right now, but we really need to change our mindset. We need to get us liberated ASAP, because otherwise we're not going to have a country to actually liberate. Kerry McCaskill said that we are energy rich. We've got so much natural resources. We're not getting the benefit from them. And now, because of the free ports and the special economic zones, it's even worse. Scotland, we can't afford to keep this going any longer. If we don't do this next year, we're in serious trouble, and it's not us, it's our children and our grandchildren that are going to be affected by this. Are we really going to allow that to happen? So Scotland, please be aware of actually what's happening in Scotland. Get engaged again, get galvanised, use your vote, use your proper Scottish sovereign right, use your vote. Let's liberate Scotland. Have a good day.
Thank you, Colette. Another round of applause for this lovely lady. Next up, we have David McGill from Blandmire SNP. Come on, guys. Big applause.
Test one, test two. Aye. Good afternoon. I'm glad that the weather's even come out to support our cause this afternoon. It's hopefully that cloud isn't boss by. Now I'm David McGill, and I'm for the Ballochmyle SNP branch in East Ayrshire, if you couldn't tell by the accent. And I'm sick and tired of this union. I speak to you today not just as a party member, but as a young person. As part of the generation that's set to inherit this country. And I've had enough. Enough of the lies, enough of the deception, enough of the austerity. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them divide us. We must be united in our common struggle. Regardless of background, state or affiliation, we must forge a path together for the sake of independence and for the sake of Scotland. Now, I'm not going to stand here and claim that I've got all the answers, because nobody does. But understanding that is the first step in the right direction. To acknowledge our combined strength is pivotal in ending this union. My friends, we must be a united force in the name of justice. We must send a clear message to Westminster. Independence is normal, independence is the future, and the future is now. We are the future, not just as individuals, but as a collective, as a movement. And no, I'm no unaware of the division that exists in our cause. Every single person here today has a different political opinion on something. But we need to set aside our differences and work together to fight for what is right. I'm deeply moved by the camaraderie of today's events. To see the flocks and the masses to the streets today conveys a very, very powerful message. While the banners, the flags and the signs are symbolic, it is the pride, courage and determination of every single one of us that ensures that the fight doesn't die. It creates this electric atmosphere that we're all fighting for. Now I'm only 19, I know what I'm like. And I've got a lot of learning to do. Thank you. Oh Mum, I've told you not to come to these things anymore, come on. But to walk with you all, to hear the stories, to hear the dreams, has ensured that the fire that burns within every single one of you will continue to burn for generations to come. I've seen the damage that Westminster can do, the disregard with which we are treated. I, as I'm sure you are aware, I'm painfully aware of where we sit on the pecking order. We give and give and give and get nothing in return. And it's about time we said enough is enough. So please, join together. Independence is more than a party or a person, a football team or a religion. Independence is our right. A right to self-determination. A right to be treated with respect on the world stage. Independence is our right to exist. And we need to fight. Fight till we're blue in the face to ensure that that right is heard and that that right is acknowledged. Keep fighting the good fight, folks, and thank you so much. Glasgow!
Have to bring the mic down, he's so tall. Thank you again, David. Okay, next up, a wee change to the programme. We have got Graham Dallas, aka Pepperjock.
How you doing? That's better. Get it?
Down that road we all know it's off to work I go, with the sweet smell of summer in the air. In the corner of my eye, a young lassie I did spy, with a warm breeze blowing in her hair. She was tall, she was lean, must have been 18, her beauty a treasure to behold. It's a good day, I said, you'll be too long dead, have a drink with me before you go. So we had a laugh or two as we drank the finest brew in the pub that we call Three Bells Bay. Then she whispers to me that we'll start a family. I said, what the hell's a wife gonna say? She said, let's have a think, will you have another drink? I said, sure, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. It's a good day, she said, you'll be too long dead, have a drink with me before you go. So we sat in the park through the dusk into the dark. In the morning we rose to face the sun. Then she whispers to me that no matter what will be, she'll never forget this night of fun. I said, life's too short, we all need a little sport. Come with me, the day has just begun. It's a good day, I said, you'll be too long dead, have a drink with me before you go. Well, that was 7 years ago, through the wind, the rain and snow. I have 2 wives and 9 little ones. I work my finger to the bone, nose pressed hard against the stone, never coming up to see the sun.
Through the blood and the sweat, I have nothing to regret. I live, I love, I have some fun. It's a good day, I say, you'll be too long away. Have a drink with me before you go. Through the blood and the sweat, I have nothing to regret. I live, I love, I have some fun. It's a good day, I say, you'll be too long away. Have a drink with me before you go. Thank you very much. How you doing? Okay. So proud of the empire, I suppose ignorance can be bliss. But one of the world's richest nations, England, you're taking the piss. And so they really ask the question, why is England the only country that doesn't want independence, that doesn't want to stand on its own? Are they skint, are they skint, are they so bloody skint? Do they have no money of their own? They ran around the world stealing other people's jewels, and now they refuse to send them home. They hate change, they hate immigration, fearing their culture won't survive. But when their mothers were rushed into hospital, those immigrants kept them alive. And so David Lilly asks the question, why is England the only country that doesn't want independence, that doesn't want to stand on its own? Are they skint, are they skint, are they so bloody skint? Do they have no money of their own? They ran around the world stealing other people's jewels, and now they refuse to send them home. Their industry they sold for a pittance, social housing they sold that as well. Then they sold all their gold to China, and still they believe they're doing well. And so David Lilly asked the question, why is England the only country that doesn't want independence, that doesn't want to stand on its own? Are they skint, are they skint, are they so bloody skint? Do they have no money of their own? They ran around the world stealing other people's jewels, and now they refuse to send them home. Are they skint, are they skint, are they so bloody skint? Do they have no money of their own? They ran around the world stealing other people's jewels, and now they refuse to send them home. Thank you very much. Big call out to David Lilly there, who's been lying in hospital for over a year. He's always at these events. Before I do this next song, I don't like talking at these events because there's enough speakers. But I need to give credit to the guy who inspired this next song. It's a guy who goes about Scotland photographing all these events and just putting them up on Facebook. And he's really telling the history of modern times. And he goes about unassumedly. I don't know the guy. He's taken a lot of pictures of me, he's taken a lot of videos of me, but he just unassumingly goes about his work. And it's a guy called Billy Knox, and from Billy Knox Photography. Is that you, Billy? I've met him at last. How you doing?
Well, I'd like to give Billy credit for the song because this song was inspired by one of his posts on Facebook. So go on his page, give him a like. He's certainly got plenty of bots and trolls on there giving him abuse, so give him a bit of support. This is called Glasgow's Hunger Strikers. Politicians fail you and your media tells lies, but you can see a genocide unfold before your eyes. When your so-called willing leaders can't do what's right, a bunch of Glasgow students picked up the fight in a wee city on the banks of the Clyde, where the people came together to protest this genocide. When hope turned to despair and there was no end in sight, Glasgow's hunger striking students picked up the fight. Well, your university lies down with those who provide the very weapons used to commit that genocide. They pick on Hannah Taylor for highlighting their crime. Well, I stand with Hannah Taylor and I stand with Palestine. In a wee city on the banks of the Clyde, where the people came together to protest that genocide. When hope turned to despair and there was no end in sight, Glasgow's hunger striking students picked up the fight. So let those Glasgow students go down in history as a bunch of stubborn buggers who fought Zionist tyranny. I pray that their actions, by chance or design, help in some way to free Palestine. In a wee city on the banks of the Clyde, people came together to protest this genocide. When hope turned to despair and there was no end in sight, Glasgow's hunger striking students picked up the fight. In a wee city on the banks of the Clyde, where the people came together to protest this genocide. When hope turned to despair and there was no end in sight, Glasgow's hunger striking students picked up the fight. Thank you very much. Free Palestine. Do you want me to keep going? Do you want me to keep going? Okay. This is a new song I've written and I'm trying to get Amanda Brown to sing it. She's a bit lazy. What's that? Still not? You're not as old as me. On this beautiful land, I'll take my stand. It's home, sweet home to me. I work for the day, pray it's not far away, when this beautiful land can be free. So raise your hand if this is your land, and let the whole wide world see that together we stand steadfast, determined to set bonny Scotland free. I grew up deceived by a false narrative of my own country's history. They whitewashed their sins, but the truth always wins, exposing their cruel tyranny. So raise your hand if this is your land, and let the whole wide world see that together we stand, steadfast, determined, until bonny Scotland is free. As a new day begins, I can't forgive your sins. My ancestors I will not betray, but let sleeping dogs lie, I can give it a try, so long as you stay out the way. So raise your hand if this is your land, and let the whole wide world see that together we stand, steadfast, determined, until bonny Scotland is free. So raise your hand if this is your land, and let the whole wide world see. See a hand up there? That together we stand, steadfast, determined, to see bonny Scotland free. I'll do it one more time, see if we can get some hands up. So raise your hand if this is your land, and let the whole wide world see that together we stand, steadfast, determined, until bonny Scotland is free. Thank you all very much. Back on this box, I think. Yeah. It's not all as loud as this, but the whole stage is echoing it, man. We've got the first line this song, give a minute. Got it. For millennia these ancestors have fought to shape this land. They have built it and defended it, its destiny they planned. And now the time has come to pass when we must take a stand to ensure we hand our descendants a strong and prosperous land. Scotland, Scotland, I will heed the call, and with everything I have I swear I will give it all. Your hills, your glens, your lochs and lands, they take my breath away. Your people warm and welcoming, they've always been that way. But now the time has come to pass, and we must take a stand to ensure we hand our descendants a strong and prosperous land. Scotland, Scotland, I will heed the call, and with everything I have I swear I will give it all. I have travelled near, I have travelled far, but no matter where I roam, There is no place I would rather be than the place I call my home. And now the time has come to pass, and we must take a stand to ensure we hand our descendants a strong and prosperous land. Scotland, Scotland, I will heed the call, and with everything I have, I swear I will give it all. Scotland, Scotland, I will heed the call, and with everything I have, I swear I will give it all. Thank you all very much. You've been very kind. Do you want me to keep going, or? That's me finished. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. What's that? Come on, go half, aye. I'm on, can I unplug? You all right, mate? Cheers.
Hi, thank you again, Miss Dallas. We've got our last speaker for today. Please welcome to the stage, he's already here though, Alex Thorman from Salvo.
Hi everybody, as I've been introduced, we're from Salvo and Liberation. I'm not here to give you a firebrand speech, I'm here to bring you up to date in exactly where we are at the moment on the international campaign. Salvo is not yet 3 years old, but in that short time we've changed how people think of liberation. It doesn't necessarily have to go through Westminster. We can look to international friends to help us out, and the United Nations and the rule of law. The first question when I first met Sarah Saor back in October 2022 was, do you intend to become a political party? And she said, no, never. And that's when I said, I'm in. One of Salvo's main strengths is that we're not aligned to any political party. We're members from all parties and none at all. Thanks to our terrific team of researchers and many others that have contributed over these past 2 years, we can now lay the lie that is the UK finally to rest. The treaty that never came into existence, we can prove that. And the Crown of Scotland still exists, except it's been subjugated under the Crown of England for over 300 years. With Scotland being under the English Crown for over 300 years, they're still using that English Crown to steal our oil, gas, renewables. In 1707, the 45 Scottish representatives that were co-opted into the English House of Commons, where they had 513 other English and Welsh MPs, that meant we had a parliamentary deficit of over 12-1, and that's hardly changed in over 300 years. It's now just over 11-1, which means anything that we need passed all through those 300 years was subjugated to English law. Despite the numbers, the sovereignty of Scotland still rests with its people. That has never changed and never will change. So the farce that we see that takes place at Westminster is simply a continuance of the English Parliament. In 1954, a Royal Commission on Scottish Affairs decided that we were a voluntary partner, and that lie has been spread and spread and spread again. And people all over the world, including the United Nations, believe that we are still a voluntary partner. Well, we can certainly prove that is a complete and total lie. In 1707 even, an English MP, Sir John Pakington, he said it was like the marrying of a woman against her consent, a union that was carried on by corruption and bribery within doors and by force and violence without. And that just about describes exactly how it happened. This abusive relationship continues to this day, where Scotland is subjugated, dominated and exploited, as it has been for the past 300 years. So how do we get out of this abusive, unequal, unbalanced, unlawful relationship where Scotland's MPs are currently outnumbered by more than 11 to 1? Simply asking to leave will never work. Negotiation has not worked, despite several mandates in our favour. We were rejected and told we'll never have another referendum. We have exhausted the domestic opportunities, as the recent actions of the English Supreme Court will testify. With the domestic route blocked, the only other way to liberation is by international recognition as a separate but colonised state. This is why Liberation Scotland has begun our approach to the UN, a route that is not open to political parties, by the way. We've had a look at exactly what's been happening over the past, let me see, in 20 years, where we built up, and we got to the very point of independence. And since then, we've been denied. As I mentioned at the beginning, Salva's not 3 years old yet, but we have a dozen teams working in the background. Even last year we were getting calls, well, what is Salvo doing? What is Salvo actually doing? We never hear anything about it. Well, the amount of research that has gone on to back our case to the United Nations has been absolutely brilliant. And you will see that coming out. In fact, if you look on the Liberation Scotland website, you will see our advance notice to the C24 Committee of the United Nations. Now, the C24 Committee is responsible for decolonisation. That advance notice is letting them know that the Scottish Liberation Movement exists and Liberation Scotland is here. And the advance notice provided them with a summary of what we'll be producing later this summer for their... They have a substantive session every year in New York, and we will be there. Actually, when we first began to inform the people about us being colonised, we were scoffed, laughed at, and laughing. We were told we were howling at the moon. Well, I'm proud to be one of the original moon howlers. Very recently, a case was presented to a senior Scottish legal counsel. He was sceptical, of course, as they all are, but he now agrees with us, and our case is strong and valid. You will hear a lot more about that over the coming weeks. On 7th of March, Liberation Scotland sent an advance notice to the UN, as I said, to the C24 Committee with a summary of the case, and you can see the summary of that case on the Liberation Scotland website. A full submission is being prepared and be ready to send soon. However, liberation by decolonisation is only part of the answer. The other part is how we choose to be governed, and I, for one, do not want to create a clone of Westminster. We in Salvo and Liberation Scotland believe in direct democracy, where the people of Scotland are the ultimate authority, and the restoration of Scotland's constitution is based on the common good, not corporate greed. For more information on the UN process, or to join us, please visit the Salvo tent, if it's still there. Finally, if you want to hear more about the favourable senior legal opinion, or from the NGO that we're working with at the UN, and from our ambassador, Craig Murray, we plan to reveal all this at the SSRG conference. So buy a ticket, because on Saturday the 17th of May, we are going live and historic. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alec. Okay, we've got a wee treat for you. We've got lovely Amanda coming up to do a couple of songs to round off the rally. Please welcome Amanda.
It's my new name. Right, okay, so let's just make sure that we've got some noise on the guitar. Okay, so you guys are basically getting what I've been doing in my kitchen all week, so enjoy. I had a dream. If dreams come true, in bonny Scotland, I'll sing for you. We'd hope and pray. For me and you, we're on the road to Ali's army, we're on the way to Argentina, and we'll really shake 'em up when we win the World Cup, 'cause Scotland is the greatest football team. We John McGinn, Super John McGinn, I just don't think you'll understand. Stevie Clark's man, he's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn. Oh, the rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with words I love you rolling off my tongue. Wherever I may go, I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I go sailing. Balamori, Balamori. What's the story in Balamori? Wouldn't you like to know? What's the story in Balamori? Wouldn't you like to know? If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary, or you could have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy. If it wasn't for your feet and your wellies. Oh, wellies are good and wellies are swell. They keep out the water and they keep in the smell. And when you're sitting in a room, you can surely tell when some bugger takes off their wellie. Oh, the rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum. Words I love you rolling off my tongue. Wherever I may go, I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I go sailing. This is where it's going to get a wee bit interesting. Oh, I'd rather have a panda than a prince. Oh, I'd rather have a panda than a prince. Oh, I'd rather have a panda, a nice wee cuddly panda. I'd rather have a panda than a prince. It's going to get even more interesting. Ginger pubes are acceptable. Ginger pubes are acceptable. Ginger pubes are acceptable. We love ginger pubes. We'll be coming, we'll be coming, we'll be coming.
called Wallpaper. Ricky, sorry. Oh, the wallpaper sticks to the wall. 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 I love these lyrics. Oh, the wallpaper sticks to the wall. Oh, the wallpaper sticks to the wall. Oh, the wallpaper sticks to the wall. We'll be coming, we'll be coming, we'll be coming down the road. When you hear the noise of the tartan army boys, we'll be coming down the road. When you hear the noise of the tartan army boys, we'll be coming down the road. Thanks very much. So I'm looking around, there's a couple of bairns, there's a couple of tweaky bits in this where I might need to blooper it, I'll try, but anyway. I'm only going to do this because it makes me happy. Anyway. We love the earth, it is our planet. We love the earth, it is our home. We love the earth, it is our planet. We love the earth, it is our home. Hi, I'm a baboon. Just like a man, just less advanced, but my anus is huge. Hey, I'm a zebra. No one knows what I do, but I look pretty cool. I'm a white or black. I'm a lion cub, and I'm always getting licked. Meow. I'm a cow. You take milk from a I'm a fucking pig, I'm a common fungus, I'm a disgruntled squirrel. Should you out my butthole? I'm a marijuana plant, I can get you fucked up. And I'm Kanye West, we love the earth. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. We love the earth. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dee. We are the vultures, feed on the dead. I'm just a rhino, horny as heck. I'm just a giraffe, look at my neck. I'm a hippity hop, I'm a kangaroo. How about this, up and down with you? I'm an elephant, I got junk in my trunk. I'm a wolfhound, woo, I'm a squirrel looking for my next night. I'm a pony, just a freak horse. Come on, giddy up, that's right. I'm HPV. Don't let me in, I'm a koala and I sleep all the time. So what, it's cute. We love you, India. We love you, Africa. We love the Chinese. We forgive you, Germany. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. We love the earth. It is our planet. We love the earth. It is our home. At this bit he goes, I'm a man. Can you hear me? I've trudged the earth for so damn long and still don't know. See, it's not a simulation. Give ourselves nicknames like Aquid and Pedro. And then after that, I'm not gonna lie, I think he what he's saying. Something about tuna fish. Maybe you're not supposed to eat them. I really like tuna meal. We love the air. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, baby. We love the earth. We love this planet. We love the earth. Thank you. I'm going to do one more and then I'll end. Short one or long one? Short one. I hope I get this right then. Scots way, while Wallace fled. Scotsman Bruce has oft times led. Welcome to your gory bed. Arty victory. Now's the day and now's the hour. See the front of battle there. See approach proud Edward's power. Chains and slavery. Why could be a traitor name? Why could fell a coward's grave? Why say peace to be a slave? Let him turn and flee. Why for Scotland's king and law, freedom's sword will strongly draw. Free man stand and free man fall. Let him follow me. By oppressions, woes and pains, by your sons in servile chains, we won't train our dearest veins, but we shall be free. Lay the proud and suppers low, tyrants fall with every blow, liberty with every foe. Let us do our deed. Scots will hear while Wallace bled. Scotsman Bruce has oft times led. Welcome to your glory bed, or to victory. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
Well done, Amanda. Thank you very much for that. And thank you to everybody that's played for us and that's come up and spoke for us. I hope you've all had a good day. If you notice, we're having less speakers and more music. That's the way it should be. We'll see you in Stirling on the 21st of June. And that's us finished. Hope you've had a lovely day. Bye-bye.